told you if we were to meet again, it would be here.
Yes.
Another moment. Something is going to break. Special fear is that it will leave your You have a vivid mental picture of the vertebrae snapping apart, and the spinal fluid dripping out of them. That is what you're thinking, is it not, Winston? That was 40. You can see that the numbers on this dial run up to 100. Will you please remember that throughout our conversation, that I have it in my power to inflict pain on you at any moment into whatever that I choose. If you tell me anything that is a lie or attempt to predicate me in any way or even fall below your usual level of intelligence, you'll cry out with pain instantly. Do you understand that?
Yes.
I'm taking trouble with you, Winston, because you are worth the trouble. You know perfectly well what's the matter with you. You have known it for years, though you have fought against the knowledge. You're mentally deranged. You suffer from a defective memory. You're unable to remember real events, and you persuade yourself that you remember other events which never happened. Fortunately, it is curable. You have never cured yourself of it because you did not choose to. There was a small effort of will that you're not ready to make. Even now, I am well aware you're clinging to your disease under the impression that it's a virtue. Now we'll make an example. At this moment, which power is Oceania at war with?
When I was arrested, Oceania was at war with East Asia.
With East Asia. Good. And Oceania has always been at war with East Asia, has it not? The truth, please, Winston. Your truth. Tell me what you think you remember.
I remember not until only a week before I was arrested, we were not at war with East Asia at all. We were in alliance with them. The war was against Eurasia. That had lasted for 4 years. Before that...
Another example. Some years ago, you had a very serious delusion indeed. You believed that 3 men, 3 one-time party members, named Jones, Aronson, and Rutherford, men who were executed for treachery and sabotage after making the fullest possible confession, were not guilty of the crimes they were charged with. You believe that they had been unmistakable documentary evidence proving their confessions were false. There was a certain photograph, something like this.
It exists!
No. Ashes. Not even identifiable ashes. Dust. It does not exist. It never existed.
But it did exist. It does exist. I saw it. I remember it. It exists in memory. You remember it.
I don't remember it. There is a party slogan dealing with the control of the past. Repeat it if you please.
Who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past.
Who controls the present controls the past. Is it your opinion, Winston, that the past has real existence? You are no metaphysician, Winston. Until this moment, you never considered what is meant by existence. I'll put it more precisely. Does the past exist concretely in space? Is there somewhere in other place A world of solid objects where the past is still happening.
No.
Then where did the past exist, if at all?
In records. It's written down.
In records and...
In the mind. In human memories.
In memory. Very well then. We, the party, control our records. And control our memories. And we control the past. Do we not?
But how can you stop people from remembering? It's involuntary. It's outside oneself. You cannot stop people from remembering. You've not controlled my memory.
On the contrary, you have not controlled it. That's what brought you here. You are here because you have failed in humility and self-discipline. You would not make the act of submission, which is the price of sanity, would you preferred to be a lunatic, minority of one. Only the disciplined mind can see reality, Winston. You believe that reality is something objective, external, existing in its own right. You also believe the nature of reality is something self-evident. When you delude yourself into thinking that you see something, you assume that everyone else sees the same thing as you. But I tell you, Winston, the reality is not external. Reality exists in the human mind and nowhere else. Not in the individual mind, which can make mistakes and in any case soon perishes. Only in the mind of the party, which is collective and immortal. Whatever the party holds to be the truth is truth. It is impossible to see reality except by looking through the eyes of the party. That is the fact you've got to learn, Winston. And it's an act of self-destruction, an effort of the will. You must humble yourself before you can become sane. Do you remember, Winston, writing in your diary that freedom is the freedom to say that 2 + 2 makes 4?
Yes.
How many fingers am I holding up, Winston?
4.
And if the party says that it is not 4, but 5, then how many?
4.
How many fingers, Winston?
4!
How many fingers, Winston?
4! 4! What else can I say? 4!
How many fingers, Winston?
4! Stop it! How can you go on? 4! 4!
How many fingers, Winston?
5! 5! 5!
No, Winston, that is of no use here. You are lying. You still think there are 4 fingers. How many fingers, please?
4! 5! 4! Anything you like! Only stop it! Stop the pain!
You are a slow learner, Winston.
Inside action.
Fortunately, it is curable.
I'm sorry.
Fortunately, it is curable.
Damn it!
Another example. Some years ago,
Damn it!
it never existed. Good.
Who controls the present, controls the past.
Controls the past, controls the future.
Yeah, controls the past. Yep.
You're no metaphysician. Metaphysician. Winston. God. You are no metaphysician, Winston.
I'm sorry.
That is a fact you've got to relearn, Winston. It needs an act of self.
I'm so sorry.
It's so hard to read.
It's not an acoustic environment. Not ready. Yeah. Can we do the shots these last?
Where am I starting from, Joe? Do you remember writing in your diary? Freedom is the freedom to say that 4 plus 4 makes 8.
4 makes 8.
Holding up, Winston.
4.
No. How many fingers am I holding up, Winston?
4.
How many fingers am I That is of no use, Winston. You are lying. That won't work here, you bastard.
Do you want me to go anytime?
It's recording.
Okay.
Say it. Action.
You are a slow learner, Winston.
Blake, I hate you.